Hey everybody, welcome to Wide Family Farm. Today I'm going to do a little different type of video. I'm going to do kind of a demonstration video on the Soot Eater rotary chimney cleaning system. You're supposed to be able to clean your chimney from the inside, so you don't have to climb up a ladder to do it. Make it more convenient, and you'll be able to clean it multiple times a year without having to get on the roof like in the winter or anything like that. I'm going to lay the parts out here and we'll take a look and see what's in the box. Alright, we have 6 rods and they're 3 foot apiece. That's enough to do an 18-foot chimney. And you can use this for all different sizes of chimneys too. You have to look at the instruction. You can use it for square or the round. We have a flex liner in ours, and a lot of guys I've seen online said that they like this for cleaning the flex liner. Well, in the box you got your rods, enough for 18 foot. You've got your cleaning head, an Allen wrench with a spiked end on it, and this is the insert that goes into your drill. And the rods all have the same fitting that this does. Little push button on them. Snaps in there, and to get them apart, that's where that comes in. There's a little divot in the center. You push it in, just kind of push it, get your pieces apart. You get your instructions, obviously, and it comes with some plastic that you have to, because you have to tape plastic around the firebox to keep all the dust from coming back in the house.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
that's definitely keep the wife happy. Especially because she just dusted, but then I'm doing this. There's still going to be some dust, but in the instructions, I've seen a lot of people pull this thing straight out of the box and they run that baby up their chimney. In the instructions, it tells you to trim these to fit your size chimney. We have a 6-inch liner, so I believe, I'll check the papers, but I think it says to trim these to 6.5 inches. And most people are just running them up there like this. I'm sure it works, but I've never seen any video where anybody trimmed them. And we're going to try to do it the way they say, so I'll end up trimming those here in a minute. All right, and the next step to get ready is to trim the whips. I already started, and you can see a pile there, but it gives you this chart here. It tells you to set that on the edge of the table, and it has it marked here. You trim it for the diameter chimney that you have. Like I said, we have a 6-inch liner. I'll show you here. You butt that up against the table. And I took those and straightened them out. It's kind of hard to do with one hand here. But I took those and straightened them out and marked them. It says to cut the whip 1/4 inch longer than the measured line dimensions. So I cut it, right around 1/4 inch longer. And we'll give them a trim here and see how it goes. And there it is, all trimmed, which looks kind of pitiful compared to what it looked like with all the long whips on it. In all the videos I've seen online, everyone just takes, they don't trim it or anything, they just take and cram this thing up a 6-inch chimney. And it seems to work all right that way, but I'm going to go by the manufacturer's directions and we'll see how it goes. If you can see, I don't know if you can see down in there, there's an Allen wrench Allen head down in there. You use that Allen wrench that came with it to loosen that, and these lines will pull out, and you can change them once they get worn out. You can buy actual Soot Eater lines, but if you can get it to focus here, they're just like weed eater lines. They're like the triangle-shaped weed eater lines. All right, the next step here, I'm going to get one of these rods ready, and then I'm going to hang my plastic. I wanted to get the rods ready so I kind of know what I'm dealing with here. It's your little push button. Locks right onto the head there. It does look strange to take all those whips and trim them down to that, but once you get that up in the chimney, that'll be pressed against. It probably gives more of a contact than just if the whips were longer, they'd be pushed down and you're just getting the sides of them. Now you'll be getting the tips of the plastic there. Here's your adapter for the drill. They want you to have it at a medium clutch when you do this, in case it binds up. And you want to have it on high speed, your drill. High speed. With the plastic to use, and you don't have to source anything. And you could just use a trash bag or an old tarp or anything like that. I'm going to try to get this situated before we go any further, while I can see to get it up in the chimney. Alright, that bad boy is in the chimney. I think I might be able... I think I'm going to do that. I've got my chimney, my ash vacuum. You can use a regular shop vac, but they say that the ash creates like a static charge. It'll shorten the life of the motor in your shop vac. I know a lot of people use, but you got to make sure you have the HEPA filter in the shop vac, because that fine soot will blow all over your house. I got the ash vacuum last year for Christmas to help cleaning everything up, to try to keep it from making the house a complete mess. Some tape around the bottom here, and I think we'll be ready to rock and roll. If I notice a lot of dust coming out the hole that I'm going to leave for this, then I will fire up my shop vac, and I'll set that right here. You know, that way it sucks everything up that's coming out of there. I'm doing all this so I don't have to get up on the ladder up to the top of the chimney. I'm going to change my chimney stack, or my cap anyway, my rain cap. So I'm going to have to get up there anyway, but I figured I'd give this a go so I knew how it worked now. And in the middle of winter, when I clean this thing again, I'll know how everything goes and how it's going to work. All right. And if I have to, I can use a regular old school brush to get certain things that, if this doesn't work. There we go. Right there, I can feel that I'm at the top. I've hit the rain cap. It won't take any more, so that worked out perfect as far as how many rods I needed. Once you get it up there, I'm going to let it beat around a little bit and clean up the screen. That's why I'm changing the rain cap that's up there, because my theory is in the wintertime, when I'm burning, I don't need to worry about birds going in. And the screen always seems to catch the soot or creosote and plug up. So if that's open, hopefully that'll help keep it from plugging up. Here, I'm going to give it a go to help keep things cleaner inside the house. Here is, I got a damp rag, and I'm going to use that to handle the rod as it comes back out. That way I'm cleaning any of the soot that is stuck to the fiberglass rods, kind of getting the majority of it off there, so I'm not setting it down on the floor with a bunch of soot on it. You can see a little bit of the residue on the rag, so it's working. All right, I ran it all the way to the top, to the rain cap and back down. Tried to be pretty thorough with it, and we'll open up the plastic here and see what we got in the firebox there. Trying to be kind of slow so I don't make too big of a mess here. But there's my creosote. Clean out the chimney fairly well, I think. And that's actually not too bad as far as the amount of creosote I got out of it, because our wood is not seasoned nearly as well as what I'd like, but I think that's pretty much everybody, unless you devote entirely a lot of time into your firewood. And to me, it always seems to be a rush. But yeah, that seemed to work pretty well.